Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kevin tonight for Sqribble. Pleasure to have you guys all on tonight. Tonight, we're going to go over a few things that we mentioned last week on creating a niche, helping our members to create a niche. Hope everybody's doing well this week. We're going to give it a few more minutes, of course. Everybody's just starting to come in. Everybody's like me, come in at the very last moment here. Welcome, Lynn. Pleasure to have Lynn, my right hand here. Edine, Kashiki Shiki. I see Janet, John, Nancy, Layer 2, Marlene, Sherry, and the list goes on and on. Okay, guys, welcome to everybody. I can't say everybody, but welcome, welcome. We'll get started here in just a little bit, but it is wonderful to have everybody here. Remember last week we were talking about helping some of the members with getting started, finding the right niche, helping them pick a template, and then going forward from there. I think the hardest part for a lot of you is just getting started. And I think that's really nothing more than just kind of, you setting yourself up for just being stuck. It's really not that difficult. And the way that I do it when I get stuck, I just jump into it, start throwing stuff against the wall, start typing, start getting your content together. And then from there, you can start getting your pictures and everything else. Sometimes I'll go out and get 5 to 10 pictures. And then what I'll do is start doing the content kind of around the pictures. I'll kind of know the niche and then I'll start running with it. And then the pictures help me out, just verbalize and everything else that goes forward. Today's world is visual. It truly is visual. And now that we have, Sqribble is such a great product, if we can get the visual going and then, do the content around it, it really will enhance it and get people motivated and going. What I'm trying to do here is show you guys, it's not just ebooks. It's not just, you think it's just an ebook creator. It's not. It's also a presentation. It's also a guidebook. It's a help book. We got flip books. We can do so much with this system. Sqribble really is amazing. So we're going to kind of give you guys some ideas on other things that you guys can do to go forward. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, God, what niche should I do? Should I get into this, and that? And I see it all the time. I'm reading an email right now. And of course, it's, I think the main objective for all of you is to find the niche and then run with that niche. Don't be thinking of 20 different things because you're going to get stuck. You're never going to get finished or have something going forward. Tonight, what I'd like to do is we're going to take one of our members and we're going to kind of walk through it and go from there. Let me see. Well, yeah, Edine, you're here. I know you are. Let me check. I have to scroll way down. Well, let me see. Oh, there you are. Okay. Edine, welcome. And you sent me a nice email, which was great. And I know Kashiki Shiki sent me an email. We'll try to get to kind of both of your different questions and kind of following up on the niche and seeing what we can possibly do. Let me see. And I think a lot of you, like I said, when I read the emails and from what I have learned in the past couple decades, actually, is everybody has the momentum to really want to get going. But I think the biggest problem is really setting yourself up to get going. Now, this is something that I've learned. I really ask all of you to do this. You really want to spend at least 30 minutes, I would say 3 to 5 times a week to start writing. Because after you do 15 to 30 minutes, you'll do a little bit more and a little bit more. Momentum creates itself. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. Once you get going, it will keep running. My motivation is when I have a job and money's on the table, I get it done. I truly get it done. And I'm a lot more lazy when I don't have a job and I'm just thinking of something, trying to get it done. I'm not as quick to get to the end of the book or my presentation as I normally would. So money does motivate. It truly does. It's amazing. You become somewhat very, enhanced and things come out of you quicker. For me, they do when there's money at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So we're still waiting. A couple more people are still jumping in, I see. So we'll give it a little bit more time. I am going to jump in tonight, and I think I'm going to ask a question of editing. If you can fire back, are you okay if we kind of follow up on your previous email and we can jump into it and kind of just walk through kind of what you're looking at? If you're okay with that, then I'll probably take some of your references here. And for a lot of you that are brand new, I see a lot of people that are here that are brand new. This is a book, and this is a book that we wrote together more or less. I wrote this book just on some of the training that we've done, but it was really a combination of many of the members giving me input, what we need to do, where we need to go. And this will be on the training tonight, of course. And I need to get this book out to you guys so you guys can understand. But it details how the editors work on some of the pages here. I'll scroll down a little bit. I don't mean to go too fast. Copy and paste of short course. And I know that sounds mundane for some of you, like how to copy and paste, but there's a lot of people that are brand new. And I just try to walk you through it or try to bring you up to speed. This page right here is about the WYSIWYG editors. This is probably one of the most important pages of the entire book because it shows you how to use the editing tools within Sqribble. Very, very important, very easy, but I do walk you through it here and kind of give you an explanation how the yellow editor works and how the white editor works. And these are called WYSIWYGs. And I have it right down here if I can highlight that. It's a really weird name, but we call it a WYSIWYG. We've been saying this for 15, 20 years. A WYSIWYG. I don't know why they call it that, but they do. But this page is very important for a lot of you newbies. If you want to ask any questions if you're brand new and you're on tonight and you have a problem where to start or where to get going, please ask the question. Not everybody can see your questions, only me. And I'll try to get back to you and try to answer it and show you guys what you need to do to get started. We all know it's about making money, and making money can be made in many, many different facets using the Sqribble tools. And another facet that I've done is I've sold retail on places like Amazon, eBay, Etsy. The list goes on and on and on. I've used other sites out there. I've had a lot of different people that I've worked with throughout the years. And like I said last week, if you want to sell something quick and fast, eBay will do it for you, but you can sell things over and over, but you're not going to get super rich from it, but you will sell things. Amazon, on the other hand, you'll get rich if you're the first one out of the gate with a certain product that no one else has. I mean, truly, you will. But if you're marketing something that everybody else is selling to, you're going to have issues. There's no doubt about it. I've done really well on Amazon and I've done poor. So you just got to know the game as you're out there. So when you're writing a book too, try to write something that no one else has done. Try to write something that's very, very different and go outside the box. Don't put yourself in a bubble to think that you can't go outside of your own realm. And I mean, you may want to put a few words in there that you may not be used to, but in today's world, just think about it. I'm not telling you to go out there and swear to all get out and things like that, but you have to be normal in today's world. And I'm not saying go out there and be crazy sick, but just think about it. People, just think of normal people when you're out there, and you've got to push the envelope at times. If you're writing a story that needs that. Now, if you're writing something about plants and flowers and all that good stuff, of course you don't have to do that. But books like that sell. Like if you're into nursery and you're telling people how to grow tomatoes, that stuff sells. If you're different than everybody else and you really polish it up a little bit, people will buy your book more than anybody. And the reason I know that is, let's just say you're doing a book on tomatoes and you're going to sell it. I know for a fact that a lot of people that sell their books and things like that don't dig deep enough. They just say, okay, put some water on it, throw some fertilizer on it, your tomatoes will grow. 2 months later, oh, wonderful, you got a lot of tomatoes. No. When you get in it and write a book, you've got to say, you can't believe I got this special fertilizer and I was using hydroponics instead of dirt, and I was watering those darn things 10 times a day, and within a week they were 3 feet high. You got to do things that are more dynamic and more in people's interest to capture their attention. Now, what I just told you is absolutely true also. And the reason I know that is because I've seen hydroponics. I've actually helped people do some of these hydroponics units, and you just got to get deeper. Don't be something that people have read. Don't write something that 20 other people have, written the same exact words. Get deep into it and emphasize. Get excited when you're writing something and push the limit. Truly, truly push the limit. I have done so many things throughout the last 20 years that it's getting easier and easier for me. And then there's times when I run into a roadblock just because I'm not as motivated as I should be. So I'm no different than you, but I do get excited when, when the money starts coming about. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound that way. Money doesn't buy happiness, but boy, it sure does take you to another limit. It does give you more security. Let's put it that way. And and I think if you're confident about what you're doing and you're making money along with it, it's a perfect world. But if you're making money and you're depressed, then you got issues. You got issues I can't cure, and it's all in your head. Or there's things outside the realm you can't control, like if it's health or something like that. Of course, that's something none of us can control. So when I say it like that, I'm just saying if everything's good and everything's positive, then usually your money will come with it as you go forward. Okay, tonight, what we're going to do, let me see if I have these questions answered. Hang on a second, I'm going to jump right into it. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is one of our members is asking that they would like to do an ebook in interest in the pursuit of motivation, parenting, stress, post-traumatic stress disorder, and training. Now that's kind of that's a couple niches all wrapped up into one. So my advice is let's jump into this real quick. And I'm going to go back over here. But I do want to show real quick for the new members, and we will go over this book again because we do have a lot of members on. And what I want to tell you guys is the Book of Armor was a book that I wrote to help train. It took weeks and weeks, and I'm still going to put into it. I just keep putting new training into it to kind of cover what we've talked about in past webinars. So, I'll just blaze through it here real quick. Sqribble creates talent, educate yourself by writing. These are the chapters. Outline everything first. You have two paths, basically left to right, editing content and pictures, editing tools within Sqribble. I walk through that. Creating a new business model. That's your niche. That's your holy grail. Using tables and charts. I show you the tools and that's really cool. If you've never done tables, I walk you through it and it's really not that difficult. Colorize your content. You can do this if you got a fun book. And this is something one of the members were asking. They wanted to do a coloring book. And we'll get more into that also, where a coloring book would have more colors and it'd be more flamboyant. And it truly would be. So like I said, I'm going to go down here real quick so you guys can kind of see this. Educate yourself by writing. Of course, that happens. Outline. If you're brand new, you want to outline everything that you're doing. All the heavy duty writers of today are outlining. They don't even write their own damn books. They actually outline. They do a page here, a page there, give it to another writer and have them write it, and they make, $100 million. That's true. A lot of people are doing that, but the outlines work. And that's a real good plan because if you outline, you're going to have the basis of where to write. And your outline can change. Believe me, it can change over and over. Your chapters will change. Don't ever think that the reason you get writer's block is because you're thinking way too much and you're not pushing forward with what you need to do. If you're thinking too much, you stop. Now, what I ask you to do is just keep writing. Just keep writing and say, oh, God, I don't like that. I'm going to change this. Oh, I'm going to go do this. Finally, your chapter 1 will be good. You go to chapter 2, chapter 3. You'll write for a couple hours. The very next day, you're going to go to it and you may erase everything. But that second day, a lot of times, everything will clean up and you'll have your chapters defined and you'll have your stories ready to go. That's the way it works sometimes, is that when you think you're out there and you're writing and everything's great, the next day you're going to come to it and you're going to look at it and say, oh my God, what did I do? This is not that good, but that's okay because you wrote it and you thought it was good at the first, but when you came around the second time, it wasn't so good. But I do that all the time and then I clean it up. And sure enough, you have a home run after just cycling through. You got to keep cycling and keep going. That's all I can say. I've made a lot of money online writing books, writing ebooks, writing pages for different websites, for funnels, for retail, and I've hired professionals. I've actually at one time hired a professional to write my script for me for a retail product I had. Sure enough, it worked. And then I reused that over and over for years. I just reworded it for a different product, but I kind of took the template from what, one of these script writers that I'd paid for and ran with it. And sure enough, it kept working. So, it doesn't hurt to have someone better than you just to kind of give you a kickstart if you have an issue. I'm not saying with the ebook, but if you have a product, it's really important that you guys get out there and, ask for help sometimes. Ask the group here. If you guys need some help from me here, ask me. And if I can't answer it, excuse me, I'm going to ask the group here to help out, because we have so many people within the group that are so much better than I am at so many different facets. I'm just the guy that kind of helps bring everybody together and try to, piece everything so we can all understand it. And we have a lot of new people on tonight. I really do. I'm excited that the group is getting bigger and bigger every week. So this is really nice. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit more down here on the pages. If you guys haven't seen this, of course, I showed you how to copy and paste. Most people know how to do that, but if you don't, I have a website. You can go in there. You can learn within the hour. It's not that difficult. This is the editing tools right here, how to do it. How I made $2,700 using Sqribble. I did this in the first week, you guys, when I first bought Sqribble. I bought the book. I had nothing to do with with Sqribble or a deal. I didn't really know a deal or the team. I just bought it just like you guys did. I made the book, and then sure enough, a deal reached out to me and said, "How did you do that? That's pretty cool." And then we just started talking a little bit here and there, nothing major. And then finally, we kind of came to terms. They kind of asked me to come in and do some of these presentations for them, because I sold a couple more books after that, which was kind of exciting. And I just did it from sheer pushing. It was really something that I don't know why. It just motivated me, and I did it. And so here's tables, how to write in tables. We show you how to do that. Colorizing your book. Now, we do have someone that wants to do a coloring book, which is a great idea. You can do so many different things within Sqribble and their templates. They have so many templates. You'll never get stuck, believe me. Okay, Pixabay and Pexels. This is where you get your free images. These are royalty free. So if you want to go to pixabay.com or pexels.com, you will find a lot of images here that are royalty free. Make sure you get the royalty free ones, because I'm sure there's some that aren't. And then you can use them within your website, your headers, your pages, your books, and all that good stuff. Here's the capture software. I use Snagit. I think it was $50-$60 one-time fee. I can't live without Snagit. Snagit to me is number one. It'll let me capture any video, edit it. I can take a 2-minute video and make it a 30-second video. It'll let me edit different sections out and bleed out the other ones. It'll let me put arrows in or little text on it saying, hey, go here, go there. A lot of different stuff. And I'm actually writing a book right now. I actually am using Snagit a lot, and I'm using Sqribble. And what I'm doing is I actually, I've designed and invented a few things throughout the years, and I actually am going to use Sqribble to do that. But I got to tell you, when I use Snagit, I capture images, then I put arrows on it, and then I go back for reference, and then if I need a design team or anything like that, they can understand what I'm doing, because my drawing is terrible. So I'll use Snagit and sometimes just capture an image and then point and say, designers do this, this, and this. And it works great. It works really good. In 1 month alone, I think I've had 4 or 5 designs for products that I'm putting out there, like on eBay or Amazon or some of these other sites. And actually, one of them has hit really, really well. So I think I did 5, and one of them has hit really well where I'm making money from it. So never think that you can't do many different things as you're going forward. But I use Sqribble to do the titles and the descriptions, and so my advertising looks that much better. It really does. Another one is Screencast-O-Matic, A Shampoo. I've never used A Shampoo or Screen. I've used this just a little bit, Screencast-O-Matic. These sites, I'm not quite sure how much these are. I don't think they're that expensive, and some of them might be free. But Snagit's the home run, in my opinion. Okay, then we go down here. You need to change or you will fade. Okay, you got to be creative. And I know it can be stressful, but just unwind. Have yourself a tea or a coffee or a drink or whatever pushes you to relax. Or if you have to be hyped up, have a cup of coffee, whatever. Just get out there and start doing it. And right here, I don't mean shut up and your thoughts bring results. Just do it. You just really got to have a belief in yourself to go forward and make everything happen. So this is just the book that I wrote that gives you guys an explanation. I'm going to jump over here and go back. So just hang on a second. And then we're going to jump into a template. And we're going to look at something for the niche that one of our members sent to us on motivation, parenting, post-traumatic. We're just going to find a nice niche and then kind of walk with it. So this will take a second to load. So let's just give it a second here. And if you guys, every client that's on here tonight, if you guys have something we really need to train on, that you guys feel we need to train on, just let me know. I do need to get back into a full training, of course, and I'll do that here soon, where we go through the entire tools once again. But I think the whole thing is too, we need to help you find your niche and know where you guys are going to make some money right away. You truly do. If you're getting stuck and you have something written and you don't know how to get it out there, then we need to help you. That's really, really important. Okay, hang on one second. I'm going to have my drink of coffee here. Okay, here we go. We're going to pick a template here. So let's jump into the templates and let's see what we have. Let's jump into them. And we're going to find something here that goes with motivation. We got so many templates. We can find so many different ones. So let's see what we've got here. And let me know if you guys in the tab over here, the questions, if you guys have anything that you're writing about and you need some help with, please let me know, because I can help you out on whatever you guys, at least give you a push. That's one thing that I know we can all do to help each other out here. Let me just see if I have more. Okay, hang on a second. I think we're looking good. This is still loading up. This is the problem when we run the webinar. It really does take the bandwidth with my computer. Really does slice it up. So just give it a second here. But getting back to what we were talking about as this thing's loading. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's pick something out here. Editing, since you're there, if you see a template you really like, let me know, or I'll just pick one. It's up to you, whatever you think. We want something that looks kind of good for what you're saying. So I feel what you were saying, what we need with the motivation, the parenting. We got to do something that kind of grabs it all. Let's see what we got here. Something that's positive. Something that's very, very positive, but, gets people going. Here's a nice one for a coloring book. Okay, let's see what we got. This one kind of enhances. Let's just see what we have. Got so many. Okay, creating. I want something that really kind of says, explore and learn. Okay, this would be good, but I don't think the picture is quite right because it's more of an adult book, but it does say something about parenting and things like that. That would be good. Blogging your way, Google. Okay, I just want to find something with a good picture here. Something that would really work. Okay, let me see. Editing, if you find anything here that you like, let me know. I'm going to find something here real quick, you guys. So just give it a second here. I'm just trying to find. Okay. Let's dig in. Okay, we got this connected. Let's try. I was going to try this one right here. How to get corporate, because we can change all the headings. I just want something. Okay, let's try this. This is kind of positive. The guy's jumping up and down. Let's just take that one. See what it looks like. Let me see if the pages look good. Okay, good enough. Let me get out of that. I'm going to say use. We're going to load that up. Create the book. I'm going to call this, okay, potential clients. Okay. Let me see. Motivation, parenting, all around. Okay, motivation. Give me some help here, you guys, if you got this. So our key words are motivation, parenting, stress, post-traumatic, and let me see what else there is. I got to get behind this page here, and training. So I think what we're going to do is something on motivational or all around life training or life training, basically. Let's just name it life training for now. Life training and staying focused. Okay, life training and staying focused. We can rename it, but this I don't have to get real delicate here. So I'm going to create the book. There we go. We're going to go forward. And this is how fast you guys can start doing this stuff. It's only slow because, you know, the person behind the keyboard is slow. So just keep writing. That's all I can say. Just keep going, going, and going. I know it sounds easy. It's not. You do have to put effort into it, but it does get easier. It truly does. I'm the worst at this. I just do it, and somehow I get through. And, you know, a lot of times it may not work perfectly, but a lot of times it does hit. Okay, here come the pages. Okay, now let's just take this real quick and let's just say, okay, internet marketing, that's not what we want. Let's just change this to life. Then I'm going to change this word. Training. Training. I'm going to go here. And staying focused. This is just, okay. It went with me there. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, life training and staying focused. Oop, I didn't spell that right. Okay, there we go. Okay, the author name, I'm just going to say, right now, I'm just going to say Sqribble. Sqribble team. Okay, table of contents. And this is what I would do real quick. Okay, let's just put here, let's just not even think about it. Okay, hang on a second. What I'm going to do here is just the direction of your life. Now, I know I'm getting deep here, but I'm just writing anything because it'll work, believe me. The direction of your life. So that's chapter 1. Then I'm going to say how to motivate yourself. Okay. Time is crucial. And I always say this, you guys. I always say that if you put in 10 hours a time or you put in 20 hours a time, you're going to make double the money if you put in 20 hours worth of time, usually when you first start out. Time is crucial. That's good enough. So how to motivate yourself, time is crucial. And then let me see. Finding support. Finding support method. So there's chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're almost there. And then we're going to do something like, see the direction of your life, how to motivate yourself. Time is crucial. Finding support methods. And then the last one, I'm going to do something a little different. Let me think. I'm going to say, taking that next step. Yeah, let's just say that. That's good enough. Taking that next step. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's already written. First steps to internet marketing. We're not going to do that. We're going to say, let's go back up. We have the direction of your life. Okay, let's just say first steps to taking control. And we're going to come back and we're going to edit this later. First steps to taking control of your life. No, let's say 2. It's a little more strong. Now, here's all the dummy content here. You know, this is nothing here. So what I would say is we can just write something real quick. I'm just guessing here. You really need to focus on creating your mindset for a positive outcome. And see, I'm just running here. You really need to focus on creating your mindset for a positive outcome. This may not sound real good. And then I'm just going to keep writing and writing and writing as we go forward. Now, let me just say, by being a parent is probably the best life experience one can accomplish. I'm not probably accomplish. See, I spelled it wrong. I had a whole bunch of stupid stuff in here. Hang on a second. Oh, come on. Don't go off on me there. And I spelled it wrong. I know I did. So let me just, I got to get rid of this over here. Okay, so you really need to focus on creating your mindset for a positive outcome. By being a parent is probably the best life experience. Now, let me see. Best one can do. Let's just stop there. Now, I would keep writing here. So where I'm going here is I'm trying to give the mindset where we're trying to go around the keywords that we did. And this was good. Editing, I got to hand it to you. You gave me the good keywords. You gave me parenting. You gave me stress. You gave me motivation. You gave me training. You gave me post-traumatic disorder. You gave me a lot just from those keywords. So that, in a way, is an outline. And real quick, you guys, let me just kind of show you. I'm going to take these and try to copy them over. So just hang on a second. And I'm just going to put these, let me see. Okay. Come on, let me see if it'll do it for me. Okay. Okay, and training. So this is some of our stuff. I'm just going to leave this here just as it kind of helps us out as we go forward. And for some reason, it's not letting me go to the next one. So what I have to do here, sometimes you're going to find this. You can't get over to the right of like the G here. So what I'm going to do is just put the G and then I'll do that. And then I'll delete that last one. It's weird sometimes what it may do, all this. I'm trying to look at questions here too at the same time. So just be patient with me. All right, I see. Oh, thank you, editing. I see that you just responded there. Okay, you really need to focus on creating your mindset, your positive. Okay, now look at this. This is way too small. So I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to bold it. And then I'm going to go, I'm going to go up here to the yellow editor. I'm going to hit the little tools here. And then the font size is too small. So let's take it from a 14 to about a 20. There we go. Now that looks much better. So you really need to focus, blah, 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 motivation. I'm just doing this. I'll take this out. This is just for reference. So if I start writing like down here, or let's just see, I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to duplicate it. Clone the element. So now I'm going to pull this puppy up. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull this one up first. Right there. I'm going to pull this one up just a little bit. This is how cool it is. Look how fast this is. I'm going to center that. That's cool. So instead of just, writing in the same paragraph here, I can just do something else. Now I can take out this all the way. And then I have something else. I can go all the way, but I have the box there ready. And now I just wrote about, you really need to focus on your mindset, positive outcome. Being a parent is probably the best life experiences one can do. And this is how fast it can be. So now I'm just going to write something else. I'm going to say, motivation usually comes in streaks. Or it comes in, let me think of that one. Motivation usually, let me see here, comes when you least expect it. I'm just guessing here, guys. I'm not really doing, so I got to take the Y off here, take that off. And what I can do here, okay, so motivation usually comes, I'm trying to get the keywords in here. I got the thing about the kids, which is parenting. And then with post-traumatic stress, we can get more into that. So I'm just trying to find what we can do. So the first one is the direction of your life, first steps of taking control of your life. And then I want to say having a great family unit is best for your projects. Let's just say that. Okay, motivation you become when you least expected. Having a great family unit is the best for your project. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Having a great family unit is best for your mindset. And I just keep changing things around as I go forward like that. Now let's go down here real quick. See the picture here? Let me try something here. Let me see. Okay, that's a different picture. Let's go find another picture. So I'm going to do this real quick. We're going to go to Pixabay. And we're going to go light that baby up. We're going to go into there. We're going to find a picture. Okay, we're going to do motivation. So I just typed in motivation, rah, rah, rah. We're going to do it. Okay, I like this one right here. Team group. Okay, let's pull that up. Let's see if I can get this one. Free download. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to bring in Snagit. Now, we can train more on that later, but watch what Snagit does. I love Snagit. So I'm just going to grab it wherever I want to, and then I'm just going to drag it across. I'm going to frame it, let it go. Now, it captured over here on my other screen. I'll show you guys here in just a sec. This is what it looks like on my Snagit screen. I'm going to say save as, and I'm going to put it into I'm just going to put it here. Let me see, online drive. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to go back to my other screen so I don't bore you guys with everything here. So I'm going to go on desktop. I'm going to find Sqribble right here. Sqribble ebook. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, then I'm just going to put motivation. Okay, now I'm going to save it over here. I'm saving it on my desktop. So you guys know, just like what you guys would do. So now it's here. So now it's okay. Now I'm going to go back. Let's see if I can find everything here. Hopefully I didn't get rid of everything here. Let me see what I got here. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. Just give me a second. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't lose. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. So now this picture, I'm going to try to upload the picture I just did right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the element, the yellow element, the WYSIWYG. This is the advanced editor. On the left, it comes up here. This is the image URL. Just remember, every picture on a website has a link. You may not know that, but it actually does. Then there's a bunch of crazy numbers usually after it. See that? That's just the crazy numbers thing. So I'm going to hit the plus sign right here because I'm here. I'm going to do it again just so you can see. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to add to it. I'm going to upload, meaning we have a bunch of pictures in here from our collaboration book, but I'm going to add a picture. They have a library for each one of us, and we can upload as many pictures as we want in our library. So you could have hundreds of pictures from hundreds of different ebooks or presentations you're doing. So let me see if I can find what I'm doing here. So I'm going to get back over here. Let me see. I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to go to desktop. I'm going to go to Sqribble. So hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can find that. Open. Okay, here we go. It should show up, you guys. There it is. So now I just uploaded it from my computer. A lot of times I'll go to my desktop and right click and put a folder. I don't know if you guys know how to do that, but see my mouse right here? If you don't know how to do this, right click your mouse. Oh wait, I got to go on the desktop to do it. I'll come back to it. Let's just add this picture first so I don't go off to a million different tangents. It's already there, so I'm going to click it, and there it is. Now, look how small it is. Of course, it's really small. I should have written down how big the picture was, but no problem here. No problem. It's 273. I think this thing could be 3 times as big. Now, look at this, where it says width, 273 pixels. Image height is 193. Maintain the ratio. Yes, you can say no, but just leave it at yes when you're changing pictures out most of the time. Now I'm going to guess it's 3 times as long. I'm going to go 700. Now watch, when I change this one's automatically going to change the height because our ratio says yes. It's already locked in there, but I just want you to understand. So let's change this to 700. Now let's just click right here. Boom. Now let me pull this baby up here. Now it's a little bit too big right there. So let me see something here. So I might do something a little different here. So I'm going to go down to, I'm going to guess 625. And then I'm going to do yes. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to say take the ratio off because I want, now I'm going to go lower here to try to stretch it up. I'm going to 440. Let me see. That's not enough. I'm going to go 400. Now watch it. Now watch when I click right here. It'll take it up. So there it is. I think that's okay. And I'm going to widen it a little bit. Heck with it. Let's fill this up a little bit more. So you can play with it. This thing lets you, the ratio's there. I'm going to say no on the ratio. Now I'm going to go 700. It's going to stretch it. It may look weird, but I don't think it will with this one too bad. Okay, that works still. It stretched it. So I took the ratio, so you guys can play with it. It's pretty easy to understand. Okay, it's a little too much here by a pixel or two. So watch this. I'm going to go height, and I'm going to say no. And I'm going to take it down to 390 from 400. And that'll be enough. Okay, now I can bring it, and I have a little bit of green there still, which is cool. Okay, so that picture's in, and now we're good with the picture right here. So now we have that, and we have a new picture in there on motivation. And then we go to the next one. And this is the way it is with all the content and everything else. Now we're still on page 1 here, and we're talking about the direction of your life. And this pretty much says it too. Everybody's hands in or feet in. Is that feet or hands? Hands, feet, hands. Okay. Hands and feet, it looks like. Yeah, so we got everything here people are putting in here. So this looks kind of cool. This is still page 1, so we want to put something else here. First steps, taking control of your life. Our keywords is, let's just say, take the stress away. And remember to capitalize a lot of times your first letter on your titles and headlines and things like that. I do that a lot, but everybody else does too. And to see how big this box is right here, let's hit that. Way too big. Now it's 686, the box. We can take this down to 300. We don't need that much room. So I just click here and see that. Look at that. It was perfect almost. This box was way over here. So now I'm much better off. So I can take this too, and I can center it if I want, which is really cool. I'll center that right there, take the stress away. Then, of course, I'd write content here and do the same thing. I could also grab a picture and put it right here also if we wanted to. Just for the sake of it, let's see what I can do here. I'm going to show you something. Okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to duplicate it. Let's see if it duplicates. Okay, now I'm going to take this. It's a lot easier. I'm going to go keep the ratio. I'm going to go 300. You're going to see the method to my madness here. Okay, then I'm going to take that. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to delete it. Yes, delete. Now I have a picture here, you guys. And now I have some content over to the left, which looks kind of cool. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is only 130. The width is this. Okay, I'm going to, now here it doesn't ask for the ratio because it's text. So I can stretch this down. So I'm going to go, it says 130 height. I'm going to go 200, or 220 since I did that. Okay, so now the box, I don't need that much. What am I doing? I'm going to go 160. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty, that's right there. That's pretty much close. So now I can write content here, and I got a picture here. So you saw how easy it was by me doing this. So now I got a picture here, this, there. Now, once I go here, I kind of like this, the way they did this here. This actually looks good. I would center that though. So let's just take, look how big that is, that box. This is going to be about 700. It is. So we're going to go 300. Shorten it up. If you don't shorten it up, you're going to have a hard time centering it. It will go off. Okay, that's good enough. So I can go right here. I can center that right about there. And it doesn't matter if you have a little bit over here, but if you tried to move it when the box was big, it would go off the page. And sometimes the editors get stuck. So it's always best to kind of shorten things up and get smart about it. These things are easy. Just remember, click the little tool here and everything's over here, your font size, like right here. If I want to go here, highlight it, I go font size. Font size is 30, which is big. Let's say I want to go to 40. And just click it up and there we go. We got 40. Let's say that I want to change the color here, you guys. Now watch this. Instead of using the yellow editor, I'm going to use the white one right here. And this is the text color, the A. This is a block background color. You don't use the background all the time. Let me show you why. I'm just going to do that and I'm going to go red. And see how that does that? I'm going to go back and then go back and hit the X. And that'll take it off. But here I'm going to say I want to change the color to blue. Let's see if, oops, I had to highlight it. My bad. I want to go here and I want to go blue. Okay, that doesn't work. Look at that. Gray and blue don't work. Imagine that. So now I know what will work. It'll probably be a green or, I'll just put red in there. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does. Web Analytics. And there you go. Instead of saying Web Analytics, though, since we're doing, let me think here, since we got our keywords up here. Let me think here. Okay. I'm just going to put something. Take the stress away. I'm just guessing right here. Okay, now watch what I did here. It doesn't fit, does it? And this is a good little training right here. So I'm going to hit the advanced editor again. It's only 310 width. I need another 40 pixels. So I'm going to go to, instead of 310, I'm going to go 350. Let's just see if that pulls it out. It didn't. So I'm going to go 370. Should hit it here pretty quick. That didn't even hit it. Okay, so now I'm going to do it one more time. I'm just going to go big time here. I'm going to go 410. Let's just do that, 410. Let's just see if that'll work. That did it. Okay, so I have a little bit more. So you got to stretch the box out sometimes, and I just take the stress away and did all that. Now I can change the picture here very easily, and I like this picture, but let's just say we want to do something a little different. Let's take this, and let's just put it over here for a second. Now I'm blocking the other ones, and let's just put this one here. Let's just see if I don't mess up, and then I'm going to pull this down below it. And I wanted to move it. So I want to move. So we can do anything with Sqribble here. We can grab this. We can pull this up a little bit more. We can grab this and pull that. So take the stress away. We're going to change the picture, of course. And we just want to be able to write the content. Now I like this little green box right here. This isn't bad. So let me try something here. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to actually delete this. Yes, I'm sure. Now I want to take this one because I like the green box. The green box is kind of cool. I'm going to go 700. Then I'm going to go down, and there we go. Oh, now look at this. This is a good lesson right here. I'm stuck. How in the heck can I get this off? This is what I keep telling you. You get stuck. Oh no, what am I going to do? I don't know how to get this. You go up here to the editor, move to center. It saves your butt. There you go. Now I can grab it again and come back over. I do it all the time. So I like that. So when it goes off like that and you can't reach it, you're just like, oh my God, what am I doing? You have to do, you have to take it back. Let me just see. I don't want to save that right there. I just kind of messed up there what I did. So now I can't even grab it and can't even get the WYSIWYG. So let me just, I think I pulled it too far off. Let me see what I've got here. Let me see. Come on, Kevin. Let me see. I'm just going to hit the backspace. Let me see. Okay, I got no choice on this one but to go back. I'm going to hit save anyway. Or let me see. Let me see if I can get this one off. See, I pulled it too far off. I can't even grab the editor here. There is a way to grab this thing, and I know I've got to get it. So see, I just showed you how to do it, and I pulled it too far off. I'm going to try to see if I can hit save and exit. Let's see that. Sometimes you just mess up. See, I pulled it too far, but I showed you how to get it if it doesn't go too far. It's all good, though. We'll get it. Oh, save and exit. Okay, so live training, we're going to go back and edit. kind of like it. It looks kind of good. The page and everything. I like the templates. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. I know you're taking a little bit long here, but it's coming. So I hope you guys are kind of seeing, just by me making and creating this book, it kind of helps us out. Now, editing has been here on every meeting. And what is the time there? I'm sure the time is close to 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's really good. Okay, so right here, I want to pull this over a little bit. Let me just see what I can do. See, this one I'm having a hard time too, but let me see if I can grab it. Having a hard time with a lot of these things. Let me just see if I can do something here. Okay, that's my bad. Okay, let's see if this one goes away. Okay, this one's here. I'm going to see if I can do something to this. Now, I have to remember how to get this one back. Let me see, settings, generate table. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let me see. I'm kind of stuck here. So I got to find out what I did. I'll usually be able to fix it and come back to it. I just don't want to take the time for all you guys to be able to do it. So let me just, what I'm going to do here is I am going to copy this one, bring it down if I can. Let me see if I can even do this one. Okay, now see, this one's stuck. This one's got me stuck, so I got to learn how to do this. Let me see. Okay, so let me see if I can go up. There's a path here sometimes you can do to take it off. So what I just did here was move this thing. So let me see. QR code, headline, all media. Let me see, paragraph, text block, chart. Let's try a rectangle block. So I'm going to pull that right here. I'm going to put that. Let me see if I can get that over there. I'm trying to see if I can unmove it, but I kind of messed up on this one and I got to get this one off. There is a way, you guys, to get this out. Usually it's in center, but I can't pull up the WYSIWYG for right now. See, if I can pull this up, it says move to center. So let me see. So that one's moved up to center, but this one's not letting me do it. And if anybody has an idea here, please let me know. I'm looking at all the questions here. I know we don't actually, but I threw this baby off. So just don't throw your page off too much like that. What I'm saying is don't pull this off. If you move this around like I did, don't move it all the way off to where you're missing the little setting tool here, the little tool. You want to keep that on here. Now we can fix this later, but I'll go with that. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to move that up. I do have a problem with this right here that I would have to, let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can pull this all out. Maybe I can move it to the point where I can reach the top line. See, it's getting behind it, so it's going. I just want to be able to do this so I can do something a little different. Let me see. And let me see if I can reach it. Okay. There is a trick, and I've done it before. I'm just going to wait on that thing right now, you guys, and not worry about it. Let me just see if I can get to that one. So that's enough. I'm going to just get away from this page. You saw what I did here with this. I put the text here. I put the image over there. We changed this. We put this there. We did change the green block, which I really like. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's make this one a little bit wider. I'm going to pull this one to be 600. And then we're going to go up, jump out of it. And there we go. So now we've got this, and I was able to grab that one. So that one's good. Now let's see if I can change the background color in here on this one. Background color. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can change it to a green. Let's see if that will change it. Not on that one. There we go. Okay, I punched right into there. So that did change it. So I'll show you what I did again. So we go in here, we go to background color. Now you want to go in here. So if you punch this in, it's going to show the red, and you can get to a darker red. You can go into this one too, which is cool. If you know the RGB is the red, greens, and blues, and that's the basis of most colors. So you can do a lot with this. And you can start learning colors like black is, I think, FFFF, but they have different colors here. And you can get into that later. It's not a big thing. So I like the blue's a little bit much. I like the green. The green kind of actually worked. We wanted that before. So you've got that right here. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, that looks actually pretty good. So I think that's what we got. So that's just a block that we have here. Now we wouldn't use it to be that big. So what I'm going to do here, this is just going to be kind of a separator. So I'm going to make this image height. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to go all the way down to like 30. There we go. And we're just using it as a separator. So if we're writing content, then we're just going to use it, separate that. Again, if you want to duplicate content, just grab that baby, go like that, and then you can go again and write something more here. And remember, you can grab another image like this. And let's just say we want to take this, and I want to put this content in here. And I want to make this, instead of that, I want to put 300. Let's see how it changes it. Okay, see how it changed it from long to just being right there? And then I want to take the picture. I want to duplicate it. I'm going to bring it down right to about there. I'm going to go into the picture, make it much, much smaller. I'm going to go 300 here too. It's going to really be wanky, but we're not worried about that right now because we've changed the picture anyway. Okay, I'll just put that over there. The picture's there. And we have that. Now we can go in and add another picture. One that we have in there, let's just see if we have one in here that we can borrow for the moment. Let's just see. We do have a ton of pictures. And I'll just do something random just so you guys kind of see what we got. Let's see if we have anything a little more positive. Let's just see. We got, okay, let's just put that one in there. Let's see if that one works. Okay, that one worked more or less. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go there. And I don't like the height, so I'm going to make the height quite a bit more. Oh, it's doing the maintain ratio, which is fine. A little more. Okay, I grabbed it. And that's pretty lined up. So now what I really like about this, you can take things and you can, remember, to left and right, get your same spacing here as you have over here. Eye it in here so you guys can kind of see the height and everything. Make sure it's the same height and all that. This is just a little separator that I like. Sometimes you put it in there and it starts doing that. And then you can go to the next page and it'll automatically page number for you. Now this picture doesn't go with it at all. So we'd put another picture in here completely. But look at this. You can completely take this picture and run with it over here. I like these formats here. I like the way they did the images and they put this in here. Now, if you did this, I just want to show you that if you did this a little bit wrong here, let me see. Okay, this is kind of being a little, I'm going to go up a little bit. Sometimes the editors get folded with the other one. Okay, here we go. And this one's right here. And let's see how narrow it is. Height, look at that. 570 height. That's this right here. 221 width. That's great. Now, if I did the width more, it would overlap into the green, which we wouldn't want to do. And of course, this right here, we'd want to raise up just to be even with the bottom text. First, move this up a little bit, and then move this up a little bit right here. And that's what you would go. So you want to rewrite the content and redo the pictures. And remember, you can go here to Pixabay and you can put in parenting. And this is what's cool about these free sites. I mean, look at this. This has some great systems here, or great pictures, I should say. I like this one. We can go on that one. Free download. Here I go again. I'm going to go into Snagit once again, and I'm going to grab the picture. But this time, I'm just going to crop a little bit of it. See, this is why I like Snagit. Let go. It's going to come up. I'm going to go over here and save it in the same place where I had it the last time. I'm going to say parenting pick. So hang on a second. I'm just putting it into my file folder. There we go. Okay, it's in there. Now I'm going to go back to Sqribble. I'm going to go to this picture. I'm going to change it. So I'm going to go there, go there. I'm going to hit upload. And I know I'm going a little fast, but it's over here, right here, guys. This is a folder on my desktop. I just put Sqribble ebook. Then I just made this picture. The motivation was the last one, and here's this one. Then I'm going to hit open on that's on my computer. It opens it up to here. It's pretty easy. Then I'm going to hit that, and there's the picture once again. So we have that, and then I'm going to change the sizing. Let's change the sizing here. So element Here we go. And I'm going to change it to 400. Okay, everybody. I think we got a lot done tonight, at least to show you. And I'll get more on this, and I'll see if I can do a little more through the week. And next week, I really want to do it. It's at the top of the hour, so I'm going to have to let it go tonight. But I hope I at least went through enough to kind of show you guys the editing. We have, like I said, we got a lot of new people on tonight, which I really appreciate. If you guys have any questions, please email sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. But I hope this was enough to kind of get you started. I know we didn't do a lot, but at least we got started. We got the table of contents pretty much done. We did the first steps, taking control of your life. We did a little bit of text here, brought some new pictures in, did the new headline here. It's not hard. It really is simple. So with all of that, I wish we had more time, but we're going to be doing some more videos too. Lynn and I are going to be doing some videos on the collaboration book. And I'll get more into the collaboration book this next week also, so you guys can see where we're at with that. I really need to spend a whole hour on the collaboration ebook so you guys can see what's been done. So next week, I'll try to fit in some of this and the collaboration ebook. So with all of that, everybody, I do appreciate you for being here, and we will see you all next week once again. This went fast tonight, went really fast. So we will talk to you all later. Everybody have a great evening. I really appreciate you being on. Take care, everybody. Good night.